Now?
All right.
Instagram.
Let me see if I can. Hello, Facebook. Let me see if I can make this come up on my computer so I can follow along. Oh, wow. That's incredible. There we go. Let's see. All right. See all. It's not the button Nope. That's not the button I wanted to use. Anyway. It is 1:30 Central Time, and so as promised, here I am, live and in Sweatpants, as is the name of the game these days. I hope that everybody else is dressed comfy if you're hanging out at home, because what do we need real pants for right now? I don't need real pants. I don't see anybody. I'm not trying to prove anything. I did, we went to the grocery store, I guess, yesterday, right? And so we were at the grocery store, and I put on jeans, and I felt like I was, getting dressed for the opera or something by putting on jeans. I was like, oh, we're fancy now. Look at us in our real pants made of material for going outside. And so that's, somebody's wearing a panda onesie. I'm so proud of you.
Why don't we have that?
If I can find it, there's a picture of Blair in a Cookie Monster onesie. It was Cookie Monster, right?
Yeah.
A Cookie Monster onesie on New Year's. We were having a very low-key New Year's. It was very funny, but she was wearing a Cookie Monster onesie. Anyway, so I'm gonna, this is the fifth one of these live and in sweatpants. That's what I'm calling them. Just live from the living room shows. And I've been taking requests, and so please keep sending requests. I'm gonna try. Through the end of today, through this will be the fifth show, and then tonight I'm doing the sixth show at 7:30 my time. I'm going to try to continue to play no repeats, so please keep sending requests. I see one for this one, and I know it, so here we go. This is Texas Wildflower Honey. She was born in Virginia. She packed her bags and came here. I met her out in the city. It was December last year. She took me home to her apartment. Made me sleep on the couch. At least that first couple hours, until she figured me out. Her lips were as sweet as Texas wildflower honey. She loved me hard. Whenever she laid me down, and I swear that I burned, 'cause she set me on fire, and always cutting me deep. She was making me bleed. Texas wildflower honey. She took to wearing my jacket, 'cause that winter was cold, and I could still smell her perfume. It's like she's holding me close. People ask if I miss her. I tell them it's hard to say, 'cause we weren't made for forever. But we were perfect that way. lips were as sweet as Texas wildflower honey. And she loved me hard whenever she laid me down. And I swear that I burned, 'cause she set me on fire. Always cutting me deep, she was making me bleed. Texas wildflower honey. Her lips were as sweet as Texas wildflower honey. And she loved me hard whenever she laid me down. And I swear that I burned, 'cause she set me on fire. Always cutting me deep, she was making me bleed. Texas wildflower honey. Always cutting me deep, she was making me bleed. Texas wildflower honey. Thank you. That is Texas Wildflower Honey, which is on like the work tapes, like the extension of work, right?
Yep, work tapes.
Work tapes, and then the work complete edition. So the work album, it's in that album cycle. And my favorite part of that whole thing is, so we did a tribute to Aretha Franklin at Carnegie Hall a few years ago. We got to play on it with all of these incredible people. And one of the people who played on it was Sam Moore of Sam and Dave, like Soul Man and Hold On I'm Coming and stuff, like that guy. And so Sam played, and he brought his niece Courtney, and we like really hit it off that night. She's like a crazy, oh my goodness, powerhouse kind of singer. And so Courtney ended up singing. When you hear that giant voice come in on the final chorus of that recording, that's Courtney. And we met that really incredible night and just became fast friends. And she's such an incredible singer. And so that's kind of my favorite part of that recording. But yeah, so I saw a request for that, so I decided to give it a shot. For those of you who this is your first time, we've been doing these for this is the fifth one, so I'm trying to do them during the day, because I know some people in Europe, when I play at night, it's the middle of the night for some of the people. So I decided to start trying to do these during the day also, when I can. And so the shows are free. I encourage you to just tune in. If you want to buy a ticket, you can send money through PayPal or Venmo. There's a link at the bottom, or it's on the sign. Or you can buy merch. I've got a whole bunch of cool merch on my site, including my new album is out. It is called Bone Structure. I released it at the worst possible time in perhaps the history of my life that you could put out a record, on the week that there was a tornado in my city, and then a plague started. So please do check out my new album, Bone Structure. This is the first song from Bone Structure. I'll give it a shot for you. It is called Flesh of My Flesh. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, only part of me I've ever loved. The ride to get here has been so cold, I thank God I found my way home. responsible for me tried to kill themselves before I turned 18. I became so selfish, in some ways I can't forgive. I did not know to want you, loneliness had been my friend. See, I've been poor, and I've been hungry, it was hard, and it got ugly, but you won't walk a single inch of all the desperate roads that haunt me. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, only part of me I've ever loved. The ride to get here has been so cold. I thank God I found my way home. Where I've been, you now go. What I seen, you will not know. I forget because I had to. You'll remember, that's my hope. Where I've been, you will not go. What I've seen, you will not know. I forget because I had to. You'll remember, that's my hope. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, only part of me I've ever loved. The ride to get here has been so cold. I thank God I found my way home. Thank you. Yeah, so that's Flesh of My Flesh. I played it with, I just realized I did this. I wrote that with that second part in it, and then I did not put it on the record, but that is sometimes when I play it, that is how I do it. So I felt like at the beginning of the record, it was like nice just as kind of like a little statement. It's very short, it's like maybe 90 seconds long. But yeah, I wrote it with another partner, so I played it there. Yeah, my new record, Bone Structure, has been out about 2 weeks now, and you know, like I said, like there was a tornado, and so we were out volunteering, and now there's a plague, so I'm just kind of like waiting for the locusts to come. It's like the worst possible time to put out a record. I know, like, you know, lots of other people have have all kinds of, you know, crazy stuff happening in their lives, obviously, but it's, you know, it's, for me, it's like, you know, this is the culmination of 2 years of my work, and so it's been really challenging to try to like balance, you know, telling people about the record, promoting the record, and sharing with them, and like, you know, the fact that I understand that kind of, I don't know, you know, the whole world has kind of gone nuts in the last few weeks. Anyway, yeah, so my new album is out. I encourage you, you know, click the merch link, order it from my website. Like I said, you know, get the vinyl, even if you don't have a record player. Put it up in your house. You know, people come over, they're like, who's that guy? Is he your cousin? And you'll be like, no, we're not related. It's just a big picture of a man for some reason. I don't know. I could have probably listened to it on the internet, but I was saying this actually to somebody the other day, and I think I might have said it on the last broadcast, like, for just, you know, because people are curious about this sometimes, like, for a frame of reference, if you listen to the record all the way through 500 times on most streaming services, it still wouldn't make as much money for us as selling one record. So I encourage you, if you want to support us and get the record. Where's everybody tuning in from, by the way? That while I play this next song, please let us know. Sound off. Let us know where you are in the world currently. I am curious. So I've seen a number of requests for this, so I'm going to give it a shot, and we will see how it goes. The first night I should have left you before I shut my eyes. I pray to God I'd wake up somewhere else. And when the morning came to find me, you were sleeping there beside me. Wonder if this nightmare ever ends. The door was left wide open, and the neighbors, they were smoking. In the afternoon it passed And you looked at me so cold. So this house is not my own. Wish you knew how true that felt most nights. Is it bitterness or sympathy that keeps you standing here with me? I'm not sure how much more I can take. 'Cause I have sacrificed my peace of mind to sit here with you wasting time. Now I think I'd like to walk away. Well, I was standing in Ohio on the 28th of March with a guitar and a suitcase in my hands. And when the wind it stole my cap, Lord, all I could do was laugh and thank the stars I'm still a drinking man. Is it bitterness or sympathy that keeps you standing here with me? I'm not sure how much more I can take. 'Cause I have sacrificed my peace of mind to sit here with you wasting time. And now I think I'd like to walk away. I was walking the graveyard, no one that I know rest, thinking maybe I could clear my head. And on the cemetery breeze, I heard a song about belief, a song with a thunder I can't understand. Is it bitterness or sympathy that keeps you standing here with me? I'm not sure how much more I can take. 'Cause I have sacrificed my peace of mind to sit here with you wasting time. And now I think I'd like to walk away. Thank you. So that is Bitterness or Sympathy, which is on the Atlanta album. So I see lots of requests. Please do keep sending requests because, like I said, I'm looking at them and going over them because I remember all the songs that I've played at this point. I've been jotting them down in my notebook so I know what I've already played. Because, like I said, it's been an interesting exercise for me, and it's kind of kept my brain working. Kind of going through, and I've been learning lots of songs and practicing things that people have been requesting. Because I never really know most of them. It's it's hard to as you write so many songs, you make so many records. Like after a while, it's pretty hard to keep up with them all and keep them all in my head because there's a lot. Like so far, before this show, I had played 41 songs so far, and so by the end of the day, I will probably have done 60, I guess. I've seen a lot of requests for this one, so I'm gonna try it. We're getting into the territory of songs where I didn't even know what they sounded like. I had to put them on, listen to a recording, see if I could think of the chords off the top of my head. If I couldn't, then I was Googling chords and lyrics. We're at that place. So I'm interested to see how long it takes for me to make the kind of mistake where I have to stop and think about it for a while. But it's been interesting and entertaining for me to be able to do this. I think probably today will be the last day of me playing no repeats at all. I think I'm at the end of my interest in the challenge because yesterday was very hard working all this stuff up. I practiced a lot yesterday and today. Paul, I see. Paul says, "Come on, Ron. I know them all. I'm willing to wager you don't, because there's a lot of them." Cam Naxon, who's my friend who used to come on tour with me. Cam used to know more of my songs than I did, which is very funny. But yeah, it's a lot. It's crazy. It's really like, especially because like as a musician, like you only it's like in my songwriting especially, it's like there's like a lot of tricks that you kind of reuse but in different ways, and so it's like trying to do a puzzle in my head. I'm also curious. Well, I'm gonna play one, an old one that I learned. What has everybody else been doing to stay keep them going crazy at home while everybody's kind of quarantining? Tell me what have you been doing? And so this is one for many requests. This one here's from my old man. Taught me to be patient, but want more than I have. So many lessons he has shown. In life you eat the chicken and you throw away the bones. And I know that sometimes I'm hard to love. And as I grow into a man, I'm sure that I am not enough. But even when I let you down, I hope that I can help you see the parts of you are parts of me. Do you remember singing songs on a car ride off to nowhere? It was just the three of us. You called us both your favorite son. And even after all these years, those days still live inside my heart. Inside my heart. And I know that sometimes I'm hard to love. And as I grow into a man, I'm sure that I am not enough. But even when I let you down, I hope that I can help you see the parts of you are parts of me. And I remember staring up at you when I was 9 years old, and you looked 10 feet tall. And I was hoping maybe I'd grow up to be the kind of man that you'd be proud to know. I hope by now you understand. Although I'm never perfect, I give everything I can. And as the light begins to fade, I'd like to tell you one more time just how much that you mean to me. You mean to me. And I know that sometimes I'm hard to love. And as I grow into a man, I'm sure that I am not enough. But even when I let you down, I hope that I can help you see the parts of you, well, they're the best parts of me. Thank you. That is Parts of You, which is on, what record is that on, Blair?
New England Sessions.
New England Sessions. That's on the New England Sessions. I've seen a bunch of requests for that one. And so I learned it again. It's crazy to go through. Actually, so I did an interview recently that we just posted, a podcast that I did with Berkeley. And I talked about being a kid and riding in the car, singing along to different things with my dad and my brother, like when I was a little kid. And it was like always kind of silly. But I remember doing that. That's like kind of one of the first things I remember kind of specifically, doing something musical and having fun with it. And so I mentioned that in that interview. And I was like, oh yeah, I talked about that in that song. I I should try to learn that one. I tried a few weeks ago. There's just like I said, there's so many of these. And I just like, it's been wild trying to dig through them. Like I said, because there's so many songs, and I can't, I'm not good at memorizing. I wasn't good at it in school. And so stuff just falls out of my head. It's very hard for me to keep it in there. I saw some of you are teachers and you're working on stuff at home, and I have been talking to some of my two of my sister-in-laws are teachers, and one of my close friends, one of my cousins is a teacher, and so I've been talking to them about it. It's wild, like the different things that are required of teachers right now, because this is so unprecedented. It's kind of crazy, like that they just expect y'all to like figure this out and like how to do it seamlessly immediately. I can't. My hat's off to you, because I know it's ridiculous that's expected of you, because of course it's going to be very challenging and it's going to take a long time. So to you, my friends, all the teachers out there, and all the doctors and nurses and all the medical professionals, like thank y'all, and everybody. I saw somebody talking about their job is essential. Like it's wild, like how many people have to go into work and wade through this. So I applaud everybody that's going out there, and thank you. Speaking of that, speaking of the issues that are going on, the Second Harvest Food Bank, we have a link up for them. Check them out. They're helping kids who, if they were in school, would be getting free and reduced price lunches, obviously, and breakfast. Those kids are not at school, so they're not getting those meals, and they're helping to make sure that those kids who are food insecure and their families, that they're not starving during this crisis. So check them out. Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. It's right there. We'll have a link to them. Check them out. And so I just wanted to bring that up because, lots of people are hurting. So let's see. I saw this one. I can give this a shot. So my friend Truett and I wrote this song on tour years ago. Truett, we can put a link to Truett's music in there so you can check him out. Truett has opened for me. If you've been out to see me, perhaps you've seen Truett open. And Truett is signed to our label, Brooklyn Basement Records, and I produced the records that have been out so far. And so we've got one of his songs called Left in the Dark that I produced is going to be on Westworld this weekend. So check out Left in the Dark by Truett, and then watch Westworld this weekend and hear us. That's pretty fun. And so this is a song I wrote with Truett. It is called Comfort Me, and it is on the Work, like complete edition of Work. So. That old church on William Street, they had to tear it down. My brother calls once in a while, but he don't come around. I hear they changed my high school's name. I can't remember what it's called. I guess I'm a stranger in this place. It's not my hometown anymore. So I drink my whiskey straight, and I take my coffee black. When I ran away from home, never thought I'd make it back. My mother prayed for me each night before she went to sleep. I wish that she was here so she could comfort me. Things you wish would stay the same Seems like they're the first to change. Fields we used to run and laughing, but now there's someone's real estate. And everyone I used to know is like a ghost to me these days. And I don't think I have much else that they could take away. So I drink my whiskey straight, and I take my coffee black. And I ran away from home, never thought I'd make it back. My mother prayed for me each night before she went to sleep, and I wish that she was here so she could comfort me. I drank my whiskey straight, and I take my coffee black. When I ran away from home, never thought I'd make it back. My mother prayed for me each night before she went to sleep. I wish that she was here so she could comfort me. So that is called Comfort Me. Truett and I are from the same town. We're in Marietta, Georgia. And so I've known him since he was a kid. When he was on tour with me, I told a very elaborate story about how we came to know each other. But I've known him since he was like 15 years old. And so we were on tour, and we wrote about like what it's like to go away from home for so much of your life, and you come back and everything is different. And that's like an interesting thing about being a touring musician, because you go away from home, and to some extent it like makes the place that you're from take an extra degree of ownership over you. People are proud of you that don't even really know you, which is cool. But on the other hand, it's like you also have to go away to do that. You have to be gone, and that's one of the fascinating, challenging parts of being a musician. That is that's called Comfort Me. It's on Work, and so check that out. So just by a show, I was going to say by a show of hands, but clearly, is everyone wearing like pajamas all the time and sweatpants and stuff, or like are some of you getting dressed every day? I'm curious, so let me know. Are you getting dressed, or are you wearing nothing but pajamas and sweatpants? Also, I see, Michael, your question, Michael Brady asks, have I thought about doing covers? My Aunt Joanne requested a cover that I will be playing on tonight's show. Tonight I'll be at my piano. I can't really play piano during the day too much because the baby runs into the room, and because generally when I'm sitting at the piano, if she runs in, I just like pick her up and put her in my lap and let her kind of play with me, which is like not super conducive to playing songs. It's like a little bit more of a free-form jam, if you will, at that point. And so that's why. So tonight will be piano songs. I will be playing a cover on that show. I think after tonight's show, I think I'll try to put together like a comprehensive list of all the songs that I've played and just put it up so that everybody can see, that and check it out. So let's see. What else we got in here? Yeah, comfy clothes all day, every day. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Here's one. I've seen a lot of requests for this. I will give this a shot while you tell me if you're wearing sweatpants. That was like the least creepy version of "So, what you wearing?" that I could possibly say to everyone. I also see that a lot of you are sharing this, and I appreciate you sharing the show because that means your friends and everybody can see it, and so that means a lot to me. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for tuning in. I know that for some of you it is the middle of the day, and for others of you it's dinner time or what. And I know there's other stuff you could be doing, so I appreciate you hanging out with me. I think it's good for me to be able to do this. It's giving me something to do besides be stressed and worried all the time, and it seems like people like it, so I feel good about it. It makes me very happy. Yeah, Dottie, I don't think anybody, after a certain point though, I think it would get pretty boring for people. It's like, oh, look how cute that baby is, but then like she's gonna want to jam for a long time. All right, so this is called Reason Why, and this is from what record is this on? Whatever It Takes, Atlanta?
I think it's a standalone thing.
No.
Oh, it's on one of those,
Let's see. I'm gonna look on.
It's Tuesdays?
Is it? I'm gonna look on Spotify. All right, I'm curious. Here we go. I'm curious. Let's see. It's on the New England Sessions. So that was Reason Why from the New England Sessions. Or this is going to be Reason Why from the New England Sessions. It's been fun, by the way, to do a whole bunch of different songs from different records. I'm curious, if you have a favorite one of my records, comment which ones that which one of my records you spent the most time with, because I'm curious about that as well. I was waiting on the clouds to break. I was praying for a chance to take every sleepless night that I have known and brought me in. So I hope that times will change and I feel safe and you won't go away. Yeah, times will change and I feel safe and you won't go away. There is a story here, I feel it. A search for something real, and I believe it. You found me on the ground when I was bleeding, and you came around. I've had enough, giving up. I was broken, left to rust, hollowed out. Life seemed hopeless. Here you are, see my scars, and still you're drying these eyes. 'Cause you are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. You are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. I was searching for a place to go, somewhere to rest my head. I'm tired of being alone, and if there's room for me inside your bed, just keep me warm. Don't forget that life is sweet, so no regrets, and let's not sleep alone. Yeah, life is sweet, so no regrets, let's not sleep alone. There is a story here, I feel it. Search for something real, and I believe this. You found me on the ground where I was bleeding, you came around. I've had enough, left to rust, hollowed out, life seemed hopeless. And here you are, you see my scars, still you're dry in these eyes. 'Cause you are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. You are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. What would you say if I told you my secrets, if I sang you my song? Would you walk away? Would you hold on? I'm heading up, giving up. I was broken, left to rust, hollowed out, life seemed hopeless. Here you are, you see my scars, still you're dry in these eyes. 'Cause you are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. You are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. You are mine, you are mine, you are my reason why. Thank you. That is Reason Why, which we just learned from Spotify is on the New England sessions. So for those of you that this is your first one of my online shows, I'm calling these live and in sweatpants because I am not putting on my big boy pants anymore because I don't go outside, so I don't care. I am taking showers. I think that's really important to me. Like the most important thing for me to keep this normal is like I'm gonna wear like pajama like clothes, but I'm gonna take a shower still. You know, it's like I'm not gonna get all put together. I'm not gonna put on my outside pants, but I am gonna get clean. That makes me feel like okay, I'm a human being. Like I'm trying to do normal stuff. Yeah. So for those of you this is your first one of these shows, the shows are free, but I encourage you to if you want to, you can buy a ticket. If you will, you can go on Venmo or PayPal and send some loot for the show if you don't mind, and I would appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to feel obligated to. Also, you can buy merch on my website. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play a song from my first solo album, Daylight, and I realized we have these notebooks on my website. The link to my merch is down there, and the notebooks have a line from the song Daylight. I have walked alone, and the stars have tried to guide me home. And so we have these on my website, and so you can check those out. It's roundpubmusic.com/shop. There's a link down there. So check out the merch. Yes, you got to brush your teeth. I mean, that's a pretty intense degree of savagery if you're not brushing your teeth. That's not like just being hanging out at home. That's a pretty serious issue. But anyway, yeah. So we got these on my website along with sweatshirts, t-shirts. We've got my new album on vinyl. We've got lots of other records on vinyl. But I thought I'd mention these notebooks because we have them. And so I'm going to try this one. I never ever play this. So this is one I had to work on a whole bunch. I've seen sad dark times, and I have waited for the sun to rise. I've seen sad dark times and waited for rain. And all I know is whenever I am far from home, there are nights when words seem out of place. Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? I have walked alone, and the stars have tried to guide me home. I have walked alone and lost in the fog. And all I find are faded pictures from some distant life. And and I wish to God I could see your eyes. But did I, but did I, but did I, but did I. And I ain't got no magic potion. All I know is that we're better off together than we ever were alone. So if you let me try, just give me time, oh woman, I will find a way to help you ease your troubled mind. Why did I, why did I, why did I, why did I? And if the morning comes, I'll be thankful just to see the sun. But the daylight seems so far away. Why did I, 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 Thank you. That is Daylight from my first solo album, Daylight. And so that is the title track from that record. And so, yeah, so that's Daylight. And like I said, we have these notebooks on the website that have a quote from Daylight, that I have walked alone and the stars have tried to guide me home. So check those out on the merch shop. Yeah, it's called Daylight, yeah. And so, let's see. Yeah, I am curious, how are you, those of you that are listening to my music, how do you listen to it? Do you listen to it on vinyl? Do you listen to it on CD? Do you listen to it on streaming platforms? If so, which ones do you use? I am curious as to how you are consuming the music. I see a whole bunch of requests. Good. These comments roll in a very interesting way. So let me tune this real quick. So like I said, I made a new record. It's called Bone Structure, and it just came out about 2 weeks ago. And the whole record is me talking to my daughter. It's either stories about me being her, from my experience being her father so far, or there's stories from my own life that have some kind of moral. And so this song, it's called Practice What I Preach. It's the first song that we released from the record as a single. We released it last year. And Practice What I Preach is about the experience when they first hand you a child. Like, I was standing in the hospital and they handed me a baby and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm qualified for this. I really did think that, and it was very ridiculous and silly. But it's true. It's like so striking. They hand you this baby and you're like, oh wow, this is my baby. And it just kind of made me reevaluate everything in my life and think about, how could I be the best version of myself, and what is it that I have to share with a person, and teach her. And so this is called Practice What I Preach from my new album, Bone Structure. Checked on my credentials for years, but your name is counted fingers, counted toes, that I cannot place your nose. Then against my better judgment, we stepped out into the cold, and now I do my best to practice what I preach. So you don't have to learn things on the street like I did back when I was half my age. Long before I knew the price I'd have to pay. second verse goes, my father told me sometimes one and one makes three. Many called, a few are chosen, nothing worth a damn is free. Don't you take no wooden nickels, in fact don't get paid in change. And remember who you are, no matter what road that you take. And I will do my best to practice what I preach, so you don't have to learn things on the street like I did back when I was half my age, long before I knew the price I'd have to pay. If you can avoid it, don't you get by on your looks. When you're searching for an answer, because someone wrote the book. And no matter what, don't be afraid to say when you are wrong. Remember, it don't make you weak to know that you aren't always strong. And I will do my best to practice what I preach, so you don't have to learn things on the street like I did back when I was half my age, long before I knew the price I'd have to pay, long before I knew the price I'd have to pay. So that is Practice What I Preach, which is on my brand new album, Bone Structure. And you can get Bone Structure and all my other albums you can get that one on vinyl. I suggest that you do it. Bring it home. If you don't have a record player, just put it up in your house. If you do have a record player, I think that that is the format where it sounds the best. So check out Bone Structure. It's on my website. You can grab it. We also have sweatshirts and t-shirts and those notebooks and all kinds of other stuff. So please do check that out, especially... Oh, wow, somebody said MySpace. Who? Blair, somebody said the Instagram is not working.
Oh no.
Hold on. All right, Blair's going to look at the Instagram. Sorry.
Oh, we reached the time limit. Let's